The power of editing, kids. Yep. So we're doing Tons of Adventures. Right now we're on episode 10, and if you didn't know by the title, this is going to be the season 1 finale of Tons of Adventures. I'm still going to continue Tons of Adventures. I have like 2 more seasons planned, and then after that ends, I'm gonna I'm gonna go over my favorite Thomas and Friends characters, talk about why I like them, and then I'll do like a spin-off series to Thomas and Friends Adventures. Like I don't have a full name for it yet, but it's in production. But I'll tell you one thing, it has to do with like Arthur. You know, like Arthur, the tank engine that we only saw after like season 7 and a little bit of the hit era before like he just completely faded away. You know, the LMS spotless record boy or whatever engine, whatever. All right, so this episode is called the Halloween Party, and if you couldn't tell, it takes place on Halloween. Well, the day before Halloween, the night before Halloween. I should say. All right, let's just do the video now or the episode. Halloween was tomorrow, and the island of Sodor and the engines were extremely busy. Percy was collecting the decorations, which may have been a bad idea. Gordon was collecting passengers from the Sodor airport. Yeah, that location still exists in my universe. And Daniel was, I don't know, collecting pumpkins. I can't be everywhere at once. During whatever he was collecting, Daniel was at Timmy Sheds. Daniel pulled in beside Daniel's berth. Yo, what is that, my swaggy steam boy? Daniel looked at James with a confused look. What? Daniel asked. Nothing, James replied. Hey, what's got you down, son? It's just that, Daniel replied. Ever since I came to the island, I feel like I haven't done much here. James thought for a moment. Well, you've done a couple of things here. You got to work on a little restaurant off screen, might I add. And you got to pull the mail Percy. Yeah, but other than those two things, Daniel said, I just feel like an irrelevant part of like the Steam team, as it's now called apparently. Well, really, it's the director's fault for making you an irrelevant character, James said. Hey! You better watch it. But I'm sure you're on another adventure someday. James then left the shed, so I won't have to strike him down with lightning. Alright, I wonder if James is right, Daniel said to himself. Later, Steinbach pulled up to the shed in his car. Yo, what's up, my diggity Daniel, he said. Why is everyone talking like a gangster today, Daniel asked. No plot point there, Daniel. Okay, but for real though, Daniel said something like that. Arthur broke down, wink wink, and had to go to the steamworks. So I need you to go to the fishing village in Harwick. Yeah, yes, in my canon universe, Arthur's branch line is the Harwick branch line. Fight me. Take over Arthur's work. You won't be back until midnight, though. Why exactly, sir? Daniel asked. Plot convenience, Starman replied. Wink. Alright, later that night, while the engines were asleep, a diesel engine trundled past Timma Sheds, heading towards Timma Station. The diesel approached the station. Howdy came in out, Topham, Diesel said to himself. Okay, get out. Out of the cab came 5 men in leather jackets. They walked onto the station and started to ransack the station. They tore down decorations, they broke off some bricks of the station, and one guy even threw a pumpkin off of the roof. Did he have to do that? No, he just wanted some I don't know, design or whatever. The leader of the gang then went to the station master's office and started throwing around files and documents. Come on, he said to himself. Where is it? Aha! He then pulled out a piece of paper from the very bottom of the filing cabinet. I've got it, boys, he said as he walked out of the office. I have a file to destroy Sir Tom Hanks' legacy for centuries. He didn't walk back inside the station for some reason just to ransack it more. I don't know why I was thinking. I was probably up until 3 a.m. writing this because I had other things to write at this time. It was around that time that Daniel had returned from Harwick and was about to pull up into the sheds when he heard a noise from the station. He then rode over to the station and noticed the people at the station, along with the diesel, who was asleep. What are you doing? Daniel asked the people as they continued to story station. They didn't really notice him. They thought it was coming from the diesel, even though the diesel has a British accent. I don't know, they're stupid gangsters. Just deal with it. Huh? We're destroying the station for no. Wait, what? Okay. Yeah, huh? Huh? We're destroying the station for no other reason. Oh my god, okay, hold on. Okay, I got it now. Alright, so one of the gangsters said, we're destroying the station for no reason than to satisfy ourselves, the gangster said. But why exactly? Daniel asked again. Ugh, didn't we already tell you this before I made this order? No, I don't think you did, Daniel said. Confused. The gangsters then looked over at the diesel and saw him asleep. They then looked behind him and saw Daniel. Boss, one of the gangsters said to the leader inside the station. What is it this time? He asked, annoyed. We've got a problem, the gangster said. The leader walked out and saw Daniel. Oh, But before he could say any more, Daniel blew his whistle loud, which woke up the other engines. I just a little swore there, but I caught myself. Dear God, what was that? Exclaimed Gordon. It's coming from the station, said Thomas. But how are we going to get there? Asked Emily. Yes, Emily's in the show. Just deal with it. All of our fires are out. It's a matter of seconds. They then saw Daniel chase the gangsters and the diesel past the shed. Was that Daniel? Henry asked. Of course it was Daniel. Of course it was Daniel Henry, James said. Daniel was catching up to the gangsters and the diesel, but they were still too fast. Eventually, they reached the old Nafford Harbor and approached a bridge that was broken. It was like straight vertical drop. Oh God, said the leader. Oh God, said the leader of the gangsters, and they quickly put the brakes on the diesel and jumped out. The diesel's brakes almost fell. Diesel braked hard, but he almost fell as he teetered off the edge of the bridge with his first head drawing wheels off of the edge. Help me! Screamed the diesel. Don't worry, I'm here, Daniel. Don't worry, I'm here, Daniel said, and he coupled up to the diesel and pulled him back onto the rails. Thank you for saving me, Diesel said reluctantly to Daniel. No problem, Daniel replied. Just in time I arrived with his cops to capture the gangsters. You're not getting away with this, Topham, yelled one of the gangsters, who then dropped a piece of paper they took from the station. One of the cops picked it up and handed Storm hat. I believe this belongs to you, Bertram, he asked. Trying by quickly, yes, thank you. He then turned to Daniel. Daniel, you have proved, yet again, that you are really a sergeant, because it makes you a relevant character now. How did you know? Asked Daniel. James told me, and I apologize, Daniel, for not giving you any big or important jobs within your time's order. I promise from now on, you're going to be a really good, relevant character. That should be my promise, Topham. Or should I say Bertram? It's okay, sir. You don't have to apologize. Just as long as I did something good, I'm happy. Stramba then turned to see that the diesel had vanished. Wait, where did he go? And where's my hat? Diesel trundled slowly back to the mainland, leaving again behind a nasty smell and a battered bowler hat. Sound familiar? The end. Alright, so if you haven't seen the episode Bowled Out from the classic series, then then you will know that like the diesel in this episode was like the class 40 diesel that appeared for that one episode. I saw it. I kind of this thing was like a whole like different like page like I just wanted it just to be the diesel. Like it wasn't until I actually started writing this episode that I came up with the idea of the gangsters like being involved with the diesel. So I just wanted the diesel just to like destroy something. I don't know how. Like maybe just like send like a bunch of like fuel tankers and then like somehow light it on fire and did it all by himself. But I don't know. I don't know why I thought that would work. So that's why like I had the gangsters and like yeah. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. If you didn't know already, I'm kind of sick where I am right now, but hopefully that won't last long. So thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. So I'm posting a the link is in the description. I think this is like the longest Tom Stone's Adventures episode right now, and it's like the season finale. It's pretty good. All right, so thank you guys for watching. Be sure to subscribe. I already said that, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.